This is the Gotcha Classic, which is not the same as the Gotcha Original, but it's the closest replacement to the original Gotcha. And this is the Gotcha Evolve, which is kind of the next gen. So I was not impressed with the battery life of either of these devices. So I've had this guy for about a year. I like the easy in, easy out of the band, and I don't like the fact that it has this proprietary charging cable. So this is very much like the original Gotcha. The problem is that it will sometimes just kind of slip off the cable and it starts vibrating. Every time it charges or uncharges, it vibrates. So I actually had to make this little foam padded place for it to sit on my desk so that at night it wouldn't, go at night just because something happened with the power or whatever. Battery life, about 4 hours of continuous use, so not enough for a full day of doing, walking around all day. Enough for just doing a couple of trips during a day. It's also not water resistant enough. I've had problems where, I just wash my hands with it on and enough water gets in so it has problems. I have to put it in a dry box and try it out. Eventually the screen is completely died. And I believe that's because I took it to the gym and I was sweating wearing this in the gym. And so I think salty sweat water got inside and it's dead. It still works, but the screen doesn't function, so it's not very usable. So I upgraded to the Gotcha Evolve, which is a slightly better product overall. I was really hoping for better battery life, but no, the battery life of these is pretty similar. Kind of about 4 hours of continuous use. Now, a couple of features I do like a little better is I actually don't like the band. I think this connection mechanism is a lot faster and easier to use, but it's a standard watch band, so it works fine. And the charging comes out of the top here, so you have to grab the band and rip it off at a 45-degree angle like that. And there's basically something that's semi-compatible with a USB-A port. So it doesn't have a proprietary charging cable. I like that. You can take this, you can plug it into any USB-A port and charge it up. So you just bring a power bank with a USB-A port. If your car has a USB-A port, you just plug it in, it charges up. You can use it while it's charging. I do worry a little bit that the other end might pop off. You can see it looks a little loosey already. And I've only been using this for less than a month. So it doesn't have a pedometer, it doesn't have a clock, it's just the standard Gotcha features. Apparently in some regions they're allowed to put a pedometer and a clock on it, but not in the US region. It works essentially exactly the same. It does have a little battery level indicator at the top, which is kind of nice. But essentially it's your Gotcha Classic, Gotcha Evolve. The screen's a little brighter, the images are a little clearer, a little more color, but basically the functionality is the same. So not bad. Between the two, I think I would recommend the Evolve because it doesn't have the proprietary charging cable. I haven't had a problem with it like just randomly buzzing, so I haven't had to put it in a foam case. So slightly better. I'm not happy with the battery life. It's fine if you're taking a couple of trips a day, but if you're using it all day, you're going to have to charge it midday.